Hi, welcome back to Mom 2.0. Yes, I know I've been off for a couple of weeks. A lot of things going on, getting ready to start back to school. Had to do some challenges and had a lot of things going on. But I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about sex. And I've always wanted, I love that song, you know. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. And it drives my kids crazy when I sing it, but I love that song. They're like, Mom, really? Do you have to sing that song? So they go, okay, well, what about, what is the George Michael song? Sex is something that we can do. Sex is something for me and you. But I'll stop singing because I don't want to. I want you guys to stay tuned in. So that was my little American Idol moment. But if you haven't guessed, we're going to talk about sex today. When is the right time to start having sex? And I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about when is the right time for mom and dad after divorce, you know, to start dating again and introducing the boyfriend or girlfriend to the kids. When I got divorced, my kids were really young. I think my little one was 3.5 and Forrest was 6.5. So they were pretty young. And some of the best advice I ever got from my friend Joyce was to be really careful who I brought, you know, my kids around. And I didn't date for a long time after I got divorced. I just hung out with my friends and was going through a lot of stuff anyway, as most divorced people do. But when I did meet a couple of guys that I was dating and getting to know, I didn't bring them to my house. I always met them somewhere. But there was one particular guy that I had a lot of interest in, and he had a lot of interest in me. And we started dating, and he started coming to my house. But we'd always try and meet up when the kids were either with their dad for the weekend, and or I go to his place. And so we've been dating for like about 4 or 5 months. And it was funny, this one particular time, the boys were supposed to be going with their dad, and I had a 2-story apartment. And we hear this, Mom, let us in. We're here. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing home? They're supposed to be with their dad. This is mommy time. And so my sweetie was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And I'm like, get the closet. And he's like, I'm not getting in the closet. And I go, okay, go on the balcony. I'm not going on the balcony. And I'm like, just hide, go somewhere. So I go downstairs and answer the door, trying to be all nonchalant, you know, and get my hair all together and clothes all straightened out. And I'm like, hi, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, oh, you know, Forrest had to use the restroom. We were in the neighborhood, so we thought we'd stop by. I'm like, great, nice. So Forrest goes up the stairs, and I'm like, no, don't go up the stairs. Use the downstairs bathroom. And Forrest is like, why? Why can't I use the upstairs bathroom? I'm like, okay, whatever. So I was just keeping my fingers crossed and praying that he wasn't hiding in the bathroom. So Forrest, I hear the door close and I don't hear any, you know, yelling or screams or anything. So I guess he was somewhere hiding. And so the kids came back downstairs and they left to make sure to see them off. Found out, you know, he had been hiding, you know, in my bedroom with the door closed. So, and the kids didn't go in the bedroom. But we both thought that was kind of funny. We had a good laugh about it, and we started talking about, you know, when was he going to be able to meet the kids? And I told him, I said, well, I think the time was coming. And I got a little nervous, like, what if I introduced them and they liked him and we split up? Then what? You know, and so I took a little bit more time. And when I thought the time was right, I introduced my kids to him, and we went on a picnic, and we had a really great time, and it worked out really well. But you know, you always try to figure out, like, what is the right time, you know, to start having intimacy with your sweetie. You know, I know everyone's different. You know, some people have sex on the first date. Some people will do it after 3 dates. Some people wait till marriage. And I think that's great. Whatever works for them, whatever floats their boat. You know, but I think, you know, if I'm dating and it's working out good and there's a connection, I don't think there's anything wrong with being intimate. also, it was funny when my kids started figuring out that I was, having sex. It was always like, la, 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 don't want to talk about it, don't want to hear about it, which I could totally relate because I didn't want to hear about my mom and dad being intimate either. So I could totally relate to that. But it's so funny now that they're young adults and they're having sex, it's okay for them, but it's not okay for mom. They don't think that mom should be having sex. And I keep telling them, I'm not dead. I like sex just as much as everybody else. But they don't seem to get it. But I know with my kids, both my kids are different. One started having sex a little bit younger than the other one. And I'm really lucky that we've been very open about it, that we've been able to talk about it, making sure that they have condoms and the consequences of having sex, and just being very careful. And I think I've done pretty good. And I think they've done pretty good with me too. So I hope that you've enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Hopefully it won't be 3 weeks out. Hopefully I'll do another one next week. But like I told you, I'm getting ready to go back to school. So maybe I'll do an episode on that, how this old lady does with those young kids. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Take care and have a great day. Bye.